In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do Facebook targeting in 2024. It's super simple. It's a lot easier than it used to be even last year. And the great thing is that it's even more targeted because Facebook and Instagram got better at what they do. And their job is to really make sure that you can produce profitable ads. Otherwise, you wouldn't keep spending money on advertising. So a lot of it is based on kind of trusting them more and knowing that we can. But I'm going to show you the strategy. It is the 3 adset strategy, and this is the quickest way to figure out exactly who you should be targeting on Facebook and Instagram. No matter what kind of campaign you are doing, this is what you're going to want to do. All right, so here are the 3 ad sets that you want to run. This is for something that I just wrapped up doing for a client, and this works best because you're going to want to do one that is open targeting, one that is interest-based targeting, and one that is lookalike targeting. So I'm going to show you the in-depth look at what that means. So open targeting is just leaving it open. This is where that trust factor comes in, where we just say, you know what, Facebook and Instagram, you know what you're doing. And what I did here is I did exclude people who already were on her customer list. So like I imported all of her contacts like from her email system. So she had 3,049 emails. I imported those. So just to be clear, like what is this? I just excluded people that she already had their email. These were people who already bought from her. So I excluded them from the ads because in this particular campaign, we were only looking to find new customers. This will not be part of what you're doing most of the time, but it is just an extra strategy that I'm just throwing in here, is that you can exclude people that you already have their contact information for. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to set location, you're going to set age, you're going to set gender, and you're going to do nothing else. You're not even going to do languages, because a lot of times people might not put their language as like listed as English or whatever. So you just got to know Facebook and Instagram knows what languages they speak. Just leave that open. And then advanced detailed targeting, you're not putting in any interest at all. All right, this is what that looks like. Now, part of the reason why this works so well is because in your ad, it's going to read what your ad says, and then it's going to base your targeting off of that. So I will say, in order for open targeting to work really effectively, you're typically going to want to start your caption by saying, hey, in this case, she's like a horseback riding company. She sells like equestrian apparel. So I say, hey, horse girls, right? Or hey, horseback riders, right? Something that is just a way for the algorithm to identify who your ad is made for. As long as you start with that first sentence, or at least within your caption, you multiple times mention, you know, horseback riding or equestrian, and you just say the main keywords, that is going to be how it's going to know who to get this ad out to. The second kind of targeting you're going to want to do is interest-based targeting. So in here, it's the exact same age, gender, location. You're going to want to keep that consistent so that the only thing that is different between your ad sets is the audience that you're doing. So this one, no audience. This one, interest-based audience. This one, a lookalike audience. And I'll be showing you how to do a lookalike audience in a sec, for those of you who don't know what that is. So in this one, I just chose the biggest 2 interests in her market, and that's it, right? Horse racing, horseback riding. That's all I did. You can even just do the one main one, but you're not going to worry too much about just putting a ton of different interests in there. You're just going to choose 1, maybe 2 of the main interests in the market. So if you are selling products to yogis, you're going to just put yoga probably, and that's it. And then in the caption, you're going to say, hey, yogis, so that Instagram and Facebook knows that you are trying to target yogis, and it will target correctly. So how you write your ad is so much more of the targeting nowadays than what you do at the ad set step. But in some niches, the interest-based targeting works best, and some the lookalikes works best, and some the open targeting works best. The good news is I would say about 75% of the time the open targeting wins, which is so crazy. Even when I was running ads recently for a wedding photographer to engaged people, I can either put like engaged right here, right? Like relationship status is engaged, or I could leave it blank. and the ads where I left it blank did better than when I put in engaged as their relationship status, even though I'm only trying to market to engaged people. So that one was really crazy for me. But basically with their 3 ads, I did open targeting, I did just engaged people as this interest-based one, and the lookalike was like a lookalike of like their Instagram followers, right? So I'm gonna again detail lookalike in a second, but the second one is just do interest, and you're gonna do 1, maybe 2 of the biggest interest in your market. All right, you're not gonna be too specific, but you know, just there's pros and cons. There's like a lot to making the best decision for you. So I will say, if this is confusing to you, just book a complimentary call with me in the description. Don't even worry about doing all this yourself. You can book a free call with me. And of course, I do have guided programs for those of you who would love the extra and detailed help for writing your ads, writing your captions, creating the content, doing your exact targeting, literally everything. I will do everything with you. So just start by booking a free call if you're interested in that. Now, for the lookalike targeting, what that means is that you're going to want to set, you know, your most accurate lookalike audience, and that's it. That's going to be your custom audience. Don't worry about this exclude thing. I already explained what that is, but most of the time you're not going to have that. And you're still going to leave this open, and you're going to have this be open, or this all set the same as well. So what a lookalike audience is that you first start off with a custom audience, and then you create a lookalike after. A custom audience is going to be people who visited my website, people that I have their email. You can upload your email list into Facebook, and then it will find those matching Facebook and Instagram accounts, which is what I had done before, where it said 3,049 contacts for her. I had uploaded her emails this way, then it finds all of those people that she has already gotten onto her customer list, and I excluded them from these ads because this was me running a giveaway for her, and I didn't want her current customers to necessarily see those ads. So I didn't want to pay for them to see it if they already knew about her company. So that's why I excluded them. You can do it from like people who have watched a certain amount of your videos, people who have liked your Instagram posts, people who have liked your Facebook posts or sent you a message on Facebook or Instagram. These are all the things that you can create a custom audience out of. Now, a lookalike audience is a lookalike of that custom audience. And what that means is, I might say, you know, the source would be people who have, let's say, IG engagers. This was anyone who has liked, commented, shared, or saved any of her posts in the last year on Instagram. All right. And then I would say in the United States, because that's the only place that she runs ads in. And then here, what this means is that it is the 1% of America that is most similar to this custom audience. All right. So sorry if this is confusing. It is very confusing, and that's why I do consulting on this. So 1% of America that is most similar to these people. So you're going to just want to choose one lookalike audience. So you're not going to choose multiple. And the reason why I chose this one is because these are people who have bought from her before. So a lookalike audience of the people that have bought from her before is obviously going to be the most targeted. If you don't have that many people who have bought for you, if you have less than 100 people, then you're going to want to do a lookalike of people who have visited your website before. And then if you don't have a lot of people that have visited your website, then maybe you can do a lookalike of people who have liked your Instagram posts. All right. And then that is all you're going to do. Now, between these 3 audiences, if the open targeting wins, great. Just turn these 2 off and you never have to use them again. If interest targeting wins, then start adding those other interests in there, right? The equestrian magazines and other things like that, maybe influencers or other brands. And then the lookalike, if that wins, then you'll probably just want to stick with that. If you have lookalike of purchasers, you'll just keep doing that. Otherwise, if like the lookalike of website visitors wins, then once you get enough purchasers, you'll want to upgrade to that. Because obviously the people who are most similar to people who have bought from you before is going to be more accurate than people who have just visited your website at all. So that concludes today's video. I will respond to all comments that I get, but make sure you're subscribed because this is going to be my exclusive topic from now on. Facebook and Instagram ads is all we're talking about on this channel, at least for the next few months. I'll probably go into some other things after that, but appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.